Right away.
Ralph can play the piano.
Well, I know Ralph can play. Hi, Ralph. Nice to see you. As far as I recall. This is the official beginning. We rehearsed it. The timing is immaculate. What's your name going to sing? How about over there? How about a seat right there? Does she have a mic?
Yeah.
Okay, this thing where they set up the mics, that's part of the show. Okay, hi, I'm Paul Stockton. You saw the ad. It said, don't miss this historic event. Well, it's really true how historic this is.
How historic is it?
Well, thank you. How much do I owe you? Well, it's so historic. It's the last time this will ever happen. And the reason is that no one liked the name. First City of Heaven on Earth Players. No one liked it. Walter, can you hear me? Good. No one liked the name First City of Heaven on Earth Players. So, really it's embarrassing, they all quit. So it's me. Have you all paid already? I want to make sure you've all paid.
Yes.
Anybody who hasn't paid, please pay Lolly lots of money, and that would be nice, because after all, they all quit. Right? I'm sorry, I just spit on the floor. Well, I think that's better than a lot of other places I could have done it. Okay. Is there a dentist in the house? Okay. It's being timed. All right. So, well, really, no one liked the name, so I got to do this myself. But I thought I'd change the name slightly, see what happens. Okay, maybe next week we'll vote. Okay, but tonight, let's just go with First City Players. No Heaven on Earth. We've got enough of that next door, right? Okay? No problem. It's already Heaven on Earth. Everyone's bored with it. They want to know what's next. Okay? So it's the unmanifest. First City Players. Nothing in the middle. Okay, next week we'll be voting on other titles. Fairfield Improvisational Snack Theater. What else was it? Hilbert Space and the Vector Bosons. We don't know. We're working on it, okay? Paul Stock says personal head trip. Whatever. We got to get a new name. Okay? So, the trip is, I'm really hurting for people, and so you have to ask for volunteers. Under this new name, consider, new name, it's going to go like this. First City Players. Now, I desperately need some volunteers. Y'all think out on me. Anybody want to be in theater? Come on. Gosh, how about you? Yeah, come on. Stanley, I need you so bad. Okay, Alan, come on. You guys together or what? Get over here. Get over here. Come on, you've done stuff. Get over here.
Walter, you want to try it?
No, it's okay.
No?
It's okay. We had Walter with that. We need this lady. She's taken enough money. Someone want to take the money and run? Will you help us?
Are you spitting on the floor?
This lady, I personally wanted to be in the troupe because we haven't met. Okay. So it's my opportunity to use the directorial privilege. Okay, now you guys come over in the light so they can see our face. Okay, now I know this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, you ready? Listen up. You guys have a lot of attention. To me personally, Al Franken. No. Now, anybody got a song? We're gonna start with a song. See, you guys.
A song?
No.
We're singing this thing?
It'll be okay. Just trust me, okay? A lot of other people have done it. Just speak it out.
The Teddy Bear's Picnic.
Okay, any other requests? You guys are fast. Yankee Doodle? Okay, anybody know Teddy Bear's Picnic? You know that? Okay, he knows the Teddy Bear's Picnic. Okay, what I wanted to do, he'll sing the song and say your name, and you guys just, do what you have to do, okay? Okay, Teddy Bear's Picnic, this will start a show. We'll see, we'll decide when
Mr.
it starts.
Laughlin here, this is Bill Godfrey singing the Teddy Bear's Picnic.
If you go out in the woods today, you better not go alone. You go out in the woods today, you better stay at home. For today's the day the teddy bears are.
Kirk Butterfield. Oh, give me some
some foam where a yogi can roam, and a backjack on which I can lay.
Write for me a love song so I won't be wrong to curry your favor when the chutney is gone. This land is made of mountains. This land is made of mud. This land has lots of everything for me and Elmer Fudd.
Alan Hart. Does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? Does your mother tell you, spit it out, you swallow?
Connie Anderson, alone from night to night you'll find me.
Moon and river, high above the mountain.
Lolly Onesh, lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, lolly.
Have a seat.
You'll go out in the woods today, better not go alone. You'll go out in the woods today, you better stay alone.
What do you think? Absolute rookie. Nice. Very untrained. Okay. So, now we're going to do something, just kind of go for it. And what it is, we feel that, on the Age of Enlightenment, that there won't be any machines. At least they tell us that. So I don't need to buy a car after all. It's okay. So the thing is, though, that we feel the machines will be kind of organic. So I thought we'd have like an organic machine. Now I'd like you to participate, okay? We'd like you to think of, and this doesn't make any difference, it just gives the illusion that you're participating. We'd like you to think of a location anywhere.
Bisbee, Arizona.
Where is it again?
Bisbee, Arizona.
Bisbee?
Bisbee, B-I-S.
Bisbee. Any competition for that?
Anywhere.
I don't think there's any competition for that. Bisbee, Arizona. Got it? You guys got it?
Yeah.
Okay, I need 2 victims. 2 volunteers. 2 brave souls. Okay.
Bisbee,
Bisbee, Arizona. Now I need a work or blood relationship for these 2. Obviously related by blood. What do you want? It's up to you. Second cousin twice removed. Who likes it? One person likes it. Okay.
No, Siamese twins twice removed.
That's cool. How did they get back together? I want to know. That's okay. Second cousins twice removed. I know this means a lot to you. Bisbee, Arizona. We're doing a little game called Freeze and Switch. Whenever you're ready. Who's ready? He's ready. Okay. Go.
So your cousin's uncle was Neb's father's other brother's cousin's aunt. And then, you see, then when Neb said to Jody, hey, Jody, you want to go? And then when they got together, and you know what, and then,
I know, no, that's too complicated.
no, it's simple.
Freeze, you. Okay, you're gonna try to put
push my hands together. Got it?
Okay.
All right. Okay, you put one hand on the other. Oh, wait a minute, you gotta use your feet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, get them in. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on, wait.
Ah, you got me, partner. Ah! Ah, you hombre, you. Ah, you wild cow. You tickle puss. Ah!
My what?
Freeze!
Oh, my stomach is hurting so much. Oh, okay. This is what you gotta do. Push back down. Okay, good. There, down. Push hard. Push hard. Oh, good. That's it. Please, please. Now, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, that's a
Freeze. Worst case of rigor mortis I've ever seen, Charlie. I don't know how we're going to get them through the door here. See, I've got a measuring tape there. Measure the door. If we able to get them in this way, we might be able to do it. But Morton will love this one. Look at this guy. He even looks like he's alive.
Freeze.
I knew I shouldn't trust a chiropractor. Put it back where it was.
What do you want back where it was?
Whatever way it moved.
Well,
Freeze!
The wrong guy went out.
Dr. Frankenstein, I presume?
Freeze!
Rise, my child. You may now walk for the first time. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you can do it. Come on, 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 up, 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 up. Yeah!
This is a strange way of having a baby.
Okay, breathe, breathe, pant,
I'm
pant. Okay, 1, 2, in,
In.
out. Breathe into your stomach. Breathe into
Are you
your
sure?
face.
Won't it fall on its head?
Breathe. No, it's okay. Okay, I'll catch it. I'll catch it. I will. Breathe into some more.
I'm sorry. I think I dropped you. Are you all right?
My, you're passionate. I mean, this is all I just met you.
I know, it's sort of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Freeze! Thanks. I need some emotions. Anybody got one? Emotions? You've heard of these. That's a condition. Okay, lust. What else? Angst. Angst. Who's German? Anybody German? How do you say that word? Angst. Angst. Let's get it right. Angst. Good. You guys know what that is?
What?
You're kind of upset. You're kind of ticked off. You don't know what to do.
Angst?
That's how you feel when you're ticked off in the United States.
That's a hog disease.
Okay? You know, it's like existential malaise, you know. Despair. You know,
We have a different emotion.
No, I like that. I like that.
let's just say sad. Sad. Okay, any other emotions? Oh, I've heard of that. That's sweeping the country.
Exhilaration.
Anger and exhilaration. Mad because I'm happy.
Hurt.
Hurt. That's good.
How about bliss?
He's an actor. Bliss, I've heard of that.
That's a magazine.
Okay, Bliss. Bliss Cafe. Who's heard of this new publication? Bastani. Great man. Against all odds. No one said he could do it. Everyone said he couldn't do it. He did it anyway. He's from Iowa City. It helped. Well, we are in a snack bar. I want to mention this. If you like us, if you ever like us, if by mistake you like us, if somebody else likes us, if somebody likes you, please buy some snacks so we can come back. Okay? From Francesco here. Okay, emotions. I need 2 viable subjects. Who wants to die young, have it pretty cold? Okay. Okay, I need a location. Not that same one, that was too abstract.
Niagara Falls.
New York.
I like that. Aren't those both in New York? Okay, Niagara Falls, New York. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
I feel good. Okay, I want a work or blood relationship. Not for me, for them. Excuse me? One's the boss. Okay, but don't tell me which one. I want to be surprised. Wait a minute. Now you're writing the play. Let them do it. They're beginners. We're in New York. What's that place where the water goes down? Oh, thank you. Niagara Falls, and one of you is the boss. Okay, and there's only one thing. You'll have emotions, but they'll keep changing. Depending on how I feel. I feel pretty good. Okay, one of you is the boss, we're in Niagara Falls, and you guys are both sad. Remember, sad.
God, blew the deal.
No, you're going to have to get into the barrel, though. I'm sorry. Good one. The next one. Here it is.
How could you possibly break our own barrel?
Have to get in it, though.
Well, I don't know if I just...
It's
I don't know
okay.
if I can
It's
handle
not watertight, but it'll be okay.
It's so terrible
It'll be
that
all
that
right.
thing broke.
Don't worry about it.
Last.
Please.
Last.
Oh, do I want that barrel? Why? I've been dreaming about that. That barrel reminds me of this foxy... God, you wouldn't believe it. That barrel is
The
so...
wood. The wood. It's just lovely.
I just sort of
The
run
wood
my
is
hand
just so
over it.
lovely. It's just...
Ooh,
got-
that barrel.
It's
God.
it's the roundness
Oh,
of
I
the
could
hole.
just...
Right?
Oh,
Maybe,
grab the
maybe
barrel.
I'll get in it myself.
Indifference.
Or maybe not.
What are you doing in that barrel?
I'm the boss
What's the
anyway.
stupid
so
barrel doing
your
over
turn.
here? I don't know.
Well, no.
Why
It's your
are
turn.
there barrels?
No,
Why
no,
did
no,
that
no.
be
Well,
barrels?
if you do feel like doing it, then
Pretty dumb
hell with it. We'll just go.
Anger.
You know, you better get in there now.
Barrel?
Right now.
Oh,
no.
my
What do you keep on?
Oh, stupid
Just
barrel!
step. Get
Oh,
in.
it attacked my foot! God.
You're an idiot. I can't just get into the barrel.
What do you mean
Get into the barrel. Get into the barrel.
Oh, I did it. God!
And now straight to Blitz.
Oh,
What a
barrel! Oh! God. Oh! Oh! You look like a barrel!
Let's go right now.
Oh!
All right. But the water is so beautiful, isn't it?
Exhilaration.
It's just so breathtaking and enormously wonderful, isn't it? Oh my goodness.
Look at
I
that!
had never noticed before.
Oh, I've heard of that. Look your left. Okay. Where?
Sewers.
Sewers, France? You are in the sewer. Who likes it? Yeah. I'm in the gutter. Your thoughts are in the sewer. Okay. There's a penny here, excuse me. I get it. Okay, well, we already know what we're doing. They have emotions. They're in the sewer and they're married. And ennui is France. Oh, you want your first emotion? What should it be? They're jealous. Your wedding ring always was nicer. That's why we're down here looking for it. You dropped it in. I wish mine was as nice as yours. I'm glad you lost it.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, but what about, the rest of the watch I gave you for the wedding? I mean, you didn't give me anything like that.
Well,
You always buy yourself nice things, too. It's all I have is this wedding ring.
yeah, and Bruce. I'm sick of you calling and talking to Bruce on the phone all the time.
Bruce!
Ennui.
Mon Dieu.
I do not know why we came down in this suit.
I have no idea what's
This is the most boring suit I've
I
ever
know.
been in. Perhaps we should go and find another suit.
Why do all the Americans like to come here? Stinks.
No, it probably would be just as boring.
Aggravation.
But we are here, and I am sick of it. What are we going to do
Smells
now?
bad, doesn't it?
I don't understand why the tour took us here. I mean, what are we supposed to be looking at?
I guess it's one of those things where you're supposed to,
I mean, is
realize
this
how good
modernization or what?
you're supposed to realize how good you've got it by coming down in here.
Happiness.
But you know, after a while, it kind of
You know, it really
grows on
works.
you.
And I realize how happy I really am from being in the sewer. It's incredible. Let's stay together.
You know, we should come here often. You know,
There's just something about it.
it's like if it's French.
I feel almost
Sewer. French.
religious.
Okay. We did that, and now you're going to do that. Just give us one, and later give us whatever else you got. Okay, Eileen Danneman, this is the best person in the world. I'd like to know that Sagittarian.
Sagittarian.
Other Sagittarian in the world.
Not a big joke.
Okay? And she can sing a song.
This is the tour.
Folk song? You're on your own.
I think I should be in the light.
Oh, okay. Well, look.
Why don't you turn the
Piano?
piano?
Can you turn the piano?
Yeah.
All right, we need to turn the
One good
piano.
turn.
Okay, I'll tell some jokes while we turn the piano.
Oh no, quick, the piano.
So Paul puts a message on my answering machine asking me to sing, knowing that I've always desired to sing, something serious. And he kept on laughing. I was going, hey, you going to sing? So I said, yeah, well, this is the decision I made. I've always wanted to sing something serious, and the decision was I could sing in a serious form and get laughed at, or I could sing in a comedy form and get laughed at. Now, which is better mental health? Okay? Now, the only other joke I know was something that actually was made up by a friend of mine, Karen Armstrong, whom I think is very funny.
Sounds like it's down the sewer.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's his last skit. That's what it is.
I think if we put the speaker up here, maybe people will be able to hear it.
So,
Whoa. Yeah. The wire moving. So just turn it forward that way. I think that's it.
does this sound like I'm still in a sewer?
No.
Anyway, the only joke I know that I don't think you've heard is actually a real thing that happened to me. People run up to me, and this one little lady ran up to me, and she said, tell me, is sex spiritual? So I said, hey, anything that makes you say, oh God, it's got to be spiritual. There a star from out the sky, and the sky feels blue. There a petal from a rose, and the rose weeps too. Take your heart away from mine, and mine will surely ache. My life is yours to make, so keep that sparkling. Could you take the ocean's roar and leave just a sigh? Could you take the wings from birds so that they can't fly? Oh, this me. Can't go any place, can't even show my face. People stop and stare, no one seems to care. Everybody knows you left me. It's the talk of the town. Every time we meet, my heart skips a beat. We don't start to speak, though it's just a week. Everybody knows you left me. It's the talk of the town. I sent out invitations to friends and relations, announcing our wedding day. And friends and relations sent congratulations. What can I do? What can I say? I can't go any place, can't even show my face. People stop and stare, no one seems to care. Everybody knows you left me. It's the talk of the town. Can't go any place, can't even show my face. People stop and stare, no one seems to care. Everybody knows you left me. It's the talk of the town. We sent out invitations to friends and relations, announcing our wedding day. And friends and relations send congratulations. What can I do? What can I say? Don't let foolish pride keep you from my side. Ra-da-da-da-da. It's so hard to bear. Everybody knows you left me. It's the talk of the town.
You ever seen the movie, The Tempest? Who saw this movie? Anybody? The Tempest, the movie. Oh. There's a great line in that movie. Caliban sees Prospero. It's a modern day version. And Prospero can do things like move clouds around, change the weather. Caliban, this is a modern show of this. And he turns to Prospero. Whenever Prospero does something magnificent, he says, "You're God, boss." So that's for you. You're God, boss. I'll tell you another time. B. Oh, for me. This is my hat. It matches my sweater perfect. Who's got tickets? We're doing a drawing. Door prize. 3 door prizes. All right, step right up. Step right up. There's 3 desserts. One of them, the last one, has a drink with it. Excitement. Are they all the same thing? Okay, these are expensive, man. $2 each. Maybe more. Maybe chocolate. You guys keep you up all night thinking about these. Okay. Hold your little stub. Would you like to pull out, sir? Pull out one of these. Take one out. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Here's a plan. Okay. 0286042. That's mine, right? Who's got it? Who's got it? No one. 0286042.
Come on, come on, come on.
Yours? No one has it. Good. I get dessert.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, let me repeat it. 0286042.
I think that sounds really nice. But this one's different than that. No, this is different. This is yours. You're ahead. This is yours. You're ahead of Dot on it. That means Dot, you get the 5. Okay, come on, you guys. Let's see how much fast we can do this one. Let's have somebody neutral do this. What?
Oh, okay.
Good. 0286033. Snap to it, snap to it. 6033. This is exciting. We've never done this. This is the one with the drink. You better want it. 6016. You guys threw them away, didn't you? Okay, I'll eat them. Next week you'll remember to save your stuff. Okay? You get the drink. How's that? Ta-da! Tell them. Okay. Now, we feel that there should be departments in the show. The show shouldn't be the same thing day after day, night after night, moment after moment. So we have departments. Well, we only have one department. But that special department is one that I'm very fond of, and that is the ASPCE department. And what that is the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to English. And so we do have with us Percy Whitebottom, who has been reporting on his travels throughout the world and the different uses of English here and there in the world. He's found them in elevators, in all kinds of places throughout the world. Percy Whitebottom, thank you. Can he use the mic? He's got a weak voice, you know?
Yes, where is it? It's gone.
It's okay.
Here, come on.
You can't actually see the bottom. Okay.
Nice to be here with you, friendly Americans. I've always found you quite friendly. Let's hope you don't break the rule this evening. At any rate, I do a lot of traveling all over the world, you see, and I've picked up quite a few phrases from signs, toilets, little signs, the brass ones on the toilets. I have especially interesting ones from Bucharest and Switzerland. It's just, you're not on anymore. Can you hear me? Yes, it's on now. Oh, I'll just give you a few of these. I don't want to take your whole evening of enjoyment of funny people. But here's one, as this brings back memories. It was in it was in a Japanese hotel room. And the little sign said, "Please to bathe inside the tub." I thought that was quite jolly. There's one from a Bucharest hotel lobby that's by the lift. You know what a lift is, don't you? Elevator, you call them? It's, "The lift is being fixed for the next day. During that time, we regret that you will be unbearable." Oh, here's one, an Leipzig elevator that I found. "Do not enter the lift backwards, and only when lit up." That I like. Oh, here's a good one. In a Paris hotel elevator, "Please leave your values at the front desk." Oh, this is a good one. In Yugoslavia, in a hotel there, I walked in and it said, "The flattening of underwear with pleasure is the job of the chambermaid." Rather interesting. In Japan, I found quite a similar one. I sort of put these together in the same category, you know. Chambermaids was under. This Japanese hotel, it said, "You are invited to take advantage of the chambermaid." I didn't, of course, being one of Her Majesty's gentlemen. maybe one or two more. This one was interesting if I can get through it, in a Polish hotel. I don't know who translated the actual Polish, but it must have been a Pole. Salad, a firm's own make. Limpid red beet soup with cheesy dumplings in the form of a finger. Roasted duck let loose. Beef rashers beaten up in the country people's fashion. That was actually on a menu that I was reading. I didn't get it. Oh yes, here's a good one from Bangkok, at dry cleaners. It said outside the door, and the door was locked because they were very, very busy at work. It said, drop your trousers here for best results. I didn't do that either. I have to wear them for weeks in Bangkok. Then there was one in a Paris dress shop, and this will be my last one. Dresses for street walking. That was a good one. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Came in from Boston and I planned to stay. I don't go in for dog bars, I don't eat brie. I do my abiyungas and I like my ghee. I'm a corn belt yuppie. I'm a corn belt yuppie. I'm a yogic utopic professional. I said a yogic utopic professional. I've got options and pizza and jewelry for sale. I sell ice cream and omelet and other retail. I live in pods and frats and high rises and trailers and condos, even regular houses. I'm a corn belt yuppie. I said a corn belt yuppie. I'm a yogic utopic professional. I said a yogic utopic professional. Well, I gave away my Cuisinart. I dined in a Perna. When I start to feel like, you know what, I take a little bit of churna. Well, when I go home at night, I put on evening rogs. Who needs Cyndi Lauper when you're grooving to Gandharva? I'm a cold one. I don't want him anymore here. I'm a corn belt yuppie. I'm a yogic utopic professional. I said a yogic utopic professional. Well, I slept to the dome every day about 5, pull up and backrest and take a little dive. With the hackers and the sneezers and the coughers and the wheezers, I hop on the foam and then I head for home, you know? Well, I'm a corn belt yuppie. I'm a yogic utopic professional. I said a yogic utopic professional. I'm a corn belt yuppie.
This is called Tiny Man. Standing on a bridge at night, I saw a tiny star. And when I used to live there, I drove a tiny car. And I was growing backwards. I kept on growing small, and it was getting hard to see me. I was hardly there at all. One day I met a 3-year-old. His name was Johnny Creech. He shook my tiny hand and brought me to the beach. The ocean gently lapped against the sandcastle walls. I couldn't see him anymore, but I could hear his calls.
Mama! Oh, Mama! Oh, where's the tiny man? I wasn't really watching and I think I lost him in the sand.
But that was an illusion. Yes, that was just a dream. I woke up in my bedroom with clanging pipes and steam, and I turned on my side in my little squeaky bed. And I looked into her eyes. It was kind of like this. And this is what I said. Pinch me, baby. Let me know I'm alive. Let me see the sun, the moon, and the sky. And she showed me Venus. And she showed me the moon. And when I went to work, she tidied up the room. She took a broom, boom, boom, boom. She tidied up the room, boom, shaboom. little broom, chicka boom, 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 and she tied it up the room, shaboom, shaboom, boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, boom, chicka boom. And then she went to work. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, big hand for a little lady. She's come to join us all the way from Cedar Falls. This is Winifred Little. Where do the little squirrels go when they die? With their little bushy tails and their bright little eyes. Do they dig a little grave on the mountainside? Oh, where do the little squirrels go when they die? Hey, thank you, Ben. Now we got a good one here. All right, now a real special treat. The distinguished orator, Richard Burton Churchill, took a flight out from Oxford just for this reading. Okay. He sends me on after that. Tonight, I'd like to do a short excerpt from the epic 18th century novel, Voracious Vociferation, by the epic novelist Raoul Dubois. Please hold your applause until the end. Stop shaking here. Hold it with this hand. No, that's He broke the apple's skin, broke it with his teeth, felt the cold spray of the juice. Then came the crunch, crunch. It was a big bite down to the back of his molars. It was the largest piece he had ever bitten off anything. He sat there for a moment with the enormous chunk swimming above his tongue. Must I bite down again or choke? Instructed his brain. Bit again. Bit hard, bit fast. Apple juice spurted out of his nostrils. He began to feel nostalgic for bananas.
October moon. Well, it is October and there's an October moon up here, but it's waxing now and it's small. But pretty soon it gets very big. And there's something called a dome poem that Nancy Berg, Kenny Talking must know all about. It's a poem that you go into program and it writes its entire self in your head, and then you come home, you just write it down. And it's an amazing phenomenon. And this happened to me with the October moon. A year ago, we had this October full moon. And I went out and I looked at it, you know, and I said, good night, moon, and then I went into bed, and I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I thought it was morning, and I looked at my watch, it was 12:30. And I says, uh-oh, and I went out, I looked at the moon again, and it was still up there. It was gorgeous, gorgeous October moon. And I knew Morrissey was looking at the moon, and all this was going on. Then I went back in, well, it's not morning, so I knew I was going to sleep, so I went to my big squishy easy chair, and I sat there, I'm just going to be with the sensation. And the junk that was in my mind was cluttering. And finally, I went to sleep, and all of these trivial thoughts and this great moment of a full moon. And I woke up finally, and it was morning, but it was 5 minutes to 7, and I wasn't going to make the program. So I went out, and I looked at the moon one last time to see it setting in the far west, but it was already down. I was so glad that moon was gone. And I went back in, and I sat down on my big squishy chair, and I went into my program. And this is what came out. October moon. I fried all night in the bright moonlight, sizzled, basted, turned. When with cool dawn the moon was gone, this is what I learned. My tube was clotted up with crud. What bit of me got through was just enough to let me know my light shines back on.
Okay. And now the inimitable, immutable, incomparable Kurt. Butterfield! I think we need to give Paul Stockstead a big hand at this point. And now I'd like to do a badge check to see if we have any free radicals here. First of all. What I'd like to do tonight is to share a very personal experience that I had, and I think it's one that a lot of us can relate to. It's something that's very deep and very special, so I'd appreciate it if you pay very close attention. It was a nightmare. It was one of those nightmares where you want to run away, but your legs won't move. Where you want to scream out, but you have no voice. Have any of you had that? It was terrible. And then I realized that I was awake. And then I realized that the lights were on and I was standing. I was standing in the Basil Leaf Cafe. It was a nightmare. It was unbelievable. It was terrifying. I had to make a choice. I had to decide what was right and what was wrong. I was squeezed in between the forces of good and evil. I had no place to hide, nowhere to go, nowhere to run. I had to choose. I had to choose between certain suffering and possible bliss and ecstasy. I had to choose. I was paralyzed. I was frozen. And then as I stood there without being able to move, the facts began to come before me. On my left were the chocolate chip cookies. And on my right was the organic oatmeal raisin. It was a nightmare, but I had to choose. The only other option, the third cookie option, was no cookie at all. That I just couldn't face. It was tough, but finally one hand dominated. Slowly reached for the chocolate chip cookie. The other hand knocked it away. Said, no, you can't do it. Think of the chocolate. Think of the toxins. Think of your complexion. Think of your doshas. Think of the free radicals. You can't do it. I realized it was right. I had to go for the organic oatmeal raisin. It was good for me. It was healthy. Probably wouldn't create as many free radicals. Probably would be much more enlivening. I had a better program that afternoon. So the other hand started to reach for it. To admit my heart wasn't in it. My stomach was. It was better than nothing. So reach for the organic oatmeal raisin. The other hand knocked away and said, "Ha! You wuss. Be a man! Your life is already a trip on the Titanic. You might as well go first class." It was too much for me. I
couldn't take it at that point. They were both right. What could I do? I had to make a choice. It was a nightmare. My mind was in a complete state of mental vapor lock. And I realized that I was going to go without a cookie. It was depressing. It was so depressing that I realized the only thing that I could do was to take myself down to the bridge and throw myself off into the bright green waters of the MIU pond. But it was just at that moment when I had sunk to the lowest possible depths of human experience that a light came through. A lot like that light right there. A light came through and a voice rang out. And the voice that rang out said, "Listen, Pilgrim." Who said that? And no one else in the cafe heard it. And again it rang out. "Listen, Pilgrim. You gotta go the distance." What does that mean? I said, what does that mean, go the distance? I don't understand. I'm trying to design cookies here. I don't get it. You gotta go the distance. You gotta be without the 3 cookies. You gotta go beyond. Seek ye first the kingdom of cookies within. And then all else shall come quickly. It was all in a flash. It was in a moment. And with the twinkling of an eye, I understood. I understood what the voice was saying. I understood it all. My whole life flashed before me in an instant. And I realized that it didn't matter which cookie I picked. It was all okay. In fact, I was one with the cookie. Whichever cookie I picked, I was just going to be eating myself. It didn't matter. Those cookies came from the source of cookies within me. And in some small way, I was the source. I was the source of cookies. It was like the wholeness was a part of me. I wasn't just Kirk. I wasn't Kirk out against the universe, having to slug it out, making difficult decisions. It was like I was the universe Kirking. I was a verb, not a noun. I couldn't believe that I had never thought of this before. I couldn't believe it. It was incredible. And I thought to myself, I realized, the universe needs me to have fun. And without me, it's just like a big glob of oatmeal. It needs cookies and aardvarks and all kinds of things. It's like all these boundaries. It's like it's a way for the allness, the everything, the thing that is everywhere to sort of get away from itself. God needs to go on vacation too. And I realized that I was God on vacation. I felt I felt huge, like a giant Pillsbury Doughboy. Wonderful. And very naturally, I was filled with tremendous gratitude. You know the feeling when you have those really sweet, clear experiences and you just want to say, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I felt so humble and so small, and I just couldn't help but think in my mind, if there's ever anything I can do for you, if there's ever anything, please, please, just let me know. As I turned and started to go, so exhilarated, the voice said, "Pick the chocolate chip one."
asked a question.
If anybody can't see, just let me know. How's that? Is that better? I'm Mr. Know-It-All. I should know that, right? Wait a minute. Oh, we're Mr. Know-It-All. Do we know this? Should I put the hat on or not?
This is part of another universe. You see, Mr. Know-It-All must have a feminine quality to him in order to understand everything. So we have Lolly. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Know-It-All will answer any question. Sees all, tells all, maybe. Depending on whether he likes you or not. Any questions, please? You're now the audience. You can participate.
What's the difference between a shoestring?
Okay, this is really one of the easy ones. What's the difference between a shoestring, Mr. Know-It-All?
Tie. It.
Tie it up. What do you think? Please try things a little harder. That's kind of like a Zen koan, We're all enlightened, for God's sake. Give us something hard. Yes?
How's Brezhnev?
How's Brezhnev doing? Oh, excuse me. How's Brezhnev? Simple question. Simple answer. Mr.
Cold.
Know-It-All. What?
Cold.
He's very cold now. Any other questions? Moving right along. What's God's middle name?
Herbert.
Thank you. You put it wherever you want. Anyone else? Come on, there must be something you don't know. Well, okay, one of you must not know something. All right, let's pick it up.
What should we ask you?
What should they ask you? This is called a meta question. I knew that. Okay, what should we ask you? Good luck.
Everything. Except.
Nothing.
Everything except nothing. What do you think? That was deep. Semi-deep. Okay, one more. Does anyone else want to do this? Dan wants to do it? Anybody else? Get up. Get up. Get up. You're perfect. Okay? Okay, 3 more victims. Now, help us with a question or two. Speak.
Great question of life, the universe, and everything.
Oh, this one again. What's the answer to the great question of life, the universe, and everything? Yes. Go ahead.
Is.
What?
You
Think.
It is what you think. I like that. That's knowledge destruction conscious as far as I'm here. You had something, I know.
Is the Pope Catholic?
Is the Pope Jewish? No.
Catholic.
We had that last time. Is the Pope Catholic?
Yes.
Is the Pope Catholic in the woods? Okay. Now, anything else? One more for these poor victims. I can't see you. Can you see me?
Why do we need square roots?
Why do we need square roots? Please help us.
Because
So.
That.
we
Fat.
For.
the
Whatever.
possible.
I'm sure that's something. Mr. Know-It-Some, thank you. Yeah, Ralph. Ralph, thank you. I know some more 40s students than they knew in the 40s. And our great singer. Okay? We're done. He's
I'm not going to sing, I promise.
going to help you with some songs. Thanks for coming. And send all contributions to me personally, Al Franken.
For you, everyone sings along because we want to show Ralph's. Ready? Love you. I want to do it. I want to do it. You love Eileen? I don't know that one.
Hey, Eileen, this is
Hold forward.
I think everybody knows this Daisy, Daisy, but there's a sequel to it, so we'll do
Daisy, Daisy? Anybody know Daisy? Is that for, it was Daisy? Oh.
Oh,
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy over the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
now this is where where Daisy answers Michael.
Okay, what does he say? What does she say?
She said, Michael, Michael, here is your answer true. I'm not crazy over the likes of you. If you can't afford a carriage, we'll call off that bloomin' marriage, or I'll be damned if I'll be gentle a bicycle built for two.
Be sure to, I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
Millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. Be sure it's true, yes I do. I love you. If you break my heart, I'll die. So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie.
Should be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. was traveling around Belgium last week. You might have seen me there. Do you happen to know what's the song you'd like to sing?
Do you know Wouldn't It Be Lovely?
You know, Wouldn't It Be Lovely? Could you sing it in a English? Wouldn't It Be Lovely? Do you know it? Who knows Wouldn't It Be Lovely? Lovely. Come on here. We'll help you out. Come on.
I'm not singing it by myself.
I'll be here. I've made a fool of myself all my life.
Sing something else.
I can handle it. Do you know Wouldn't It Be Lovely? How does it go?
How does it start?
How does it go?
Oh, wouldn't it be somewhere? Yeah.
All I want is a room somewhere. Here it is. Here, come on here.
Paul.
I want to say something. I don't.
Do you know it?
Of course. You want to come here? I want to say something. I want to thank Rick Cesaro's done the filming. And also Steve Watts from RSVP who provided the equipment. And he even gave us a tape, you know, it's really sweet. Right over here, Steve Watts. Thank you, RSVP. And you'll be seeing this on TV any day. Could be a Tuesday. We don't know which Tuesday, but Sunday.
Now you have to
Rick Cesaro from California. What are we singing?
Do you know? Oh, you know it, right?
You gotta tell me.
All I want is a room somewhere.
You get up here.
Sheena, come here. I know.
Come on.
Here we go.
Come on.
You need a guy. Who's a guy?
I'm a guy, as far as I remember.
Michael.
All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair. How would it be lovely? Lots of chocolate for me to eat, lots of comic and lots of ease. Warm flights, warm hands, warm feet. How would it be lovely? How so lovely to sit an afternoon and do please still. I would never budge till spring. Step out of the windowsill, someone's head resting on my knee. Warm and tender as he can be. Room tights good care of me. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Lovely, 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 lovely. There's another part. Lovely. Thank you. Can we sing Oklahoma? No, Oklahoma every night. We sit around the squint. No, not that one. Okay. You think you lost your gloves? Well, I saw it yesterday. It's you it's thinking of. It told me what to say. It says it gloves you, and you know that can't be bad. I heard of that. Sure it smelled sweet. Oh, the whole night, sitting on the porch, here where we'll bark and watch us shark making lazy circles in the mud. So we belong to the land, and the land we belong to the sky. So when we sing, on September the 4th, right here in front of the Waverly. But unfortunately, I lost his address. He was last seen with his friend, a drummer. He resembled George Harrison of the Beatles, and he wears his hair tied in a long bow at the back. I love him, but it embarrasses me to walk down the street with him. He has golden chains on his leather jacket, and on the back are written the names Mary and Mom and Hell's Angel. And if I can't remember this. And that's and if you see him, tell him Angela. And I haven't seen him for a while. Whatever. If you see him, tell him Angela and I don't want the $3 back. should sing. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old dad. I like to be a little lighter though. She's too heavy. I want a girl just like the girl that married. Maybe like 50 pounds less. I don't know. Maybe taller. Maybe blonde. But just like the girl that married dear old dad. You're already married. Where'd you cheer, Randy? Anyone want to help?
Russian girl, heart so true. La 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 la. Oh, I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old dad. How about 5'2" Isaac Miller?
Okay, Francesca wants to go to bed, and I would too. He doesn't want to go to bed. And he does. He's ready. Anybody see the time? How do they know this song? The husband, can you believe he married this? Look at this. He's been this for years.
Oh, wait, not to sing, not to sing. I'm just introducing him. Has anybody ever seen my husband? This is my husband. John Cannon.
Good night, ladies. You know this?
What's that?
Good night, ladies. Do you know this?
No.
I don't know how to sing it. Good night, ladies. No, just good night, doggies. Good night, Elvis. Good night, peanuts. We're going to leave you. Good night. You guys are great.
Ralph,
Yeah, every week we're doing the same thing. And you should come up the same thing, same exact show. Every time. But with different people and in another language. So you won't know it's the same. Friday, 8:15. Be here, spend more money. Be nice to Francesco, man. The guys have raised the man. Hey,